Alright. Welcome everybody. So I just finished the campaign right after I got off work, and I'm actually ready to run my first map, which is the Kiraak mission, because it's going to be our first map of the private league here. See how this goes. Have my 3 ascendancies. We went for Profane Bloom first, and then we just got Void Beacon and Withering Presence. We'll pick up the additional curse sometime in yellow maps. Our gear is pretty bad right now. I'm only using 1 wand because well, I have 2 wands, but one of them doesn't even have proper stats on it, so it's just a base. So I gotta decide what I want to do for my movement skill. I really don't like using Withering Presence, and we don't need it anymore since we wither anything that's close to us. So I gotta kind of decide, like, oh, I don't need to use Totem anymore either. I literally just ran the lab to get my Wither Ascendancy, so I still have my Spell Totem with Wither socketed at the moment. But yeah, we gotta get a decent second weapon to really get some good damage going, and then just gotta get just better gear overall. Start grinding things out. Hopefully get a 5 link today. Might need to run a Mana Blast still, too. Figuring things out. Yeah, so we got 1 decent wand that has plus level Chaos Spell Skill Gems, and I crafted on some damage over time. Our other wand is basically useless. It's just some spell damage and cast speed, but we don't have any dot multiplier or dot damage on there. Oh, he's hexproof. Nice. Yeah, I have like no alts. I don't even have like class that are rolled properly right now, so I don't have like freeze immunity or anything. We're in a really rough state right now in terms of gear. can do the Blight real quick. That will unlock Cassia for us.
Well done. Now be a good assistant and find a place to deploy power. The Blight is reacting. You're making me nervous.
Yeah, I gotta think about what I want to do for my movement skill. Oh, there's a death. Yeah, so go ahead and drop Spell Totem and Wither. Yeah, I might just do good old Flame Dash here. Oh, I gotta complete the Kiraak mission to get my map device. Right, yeah. It's like, where's my map device? My fire resist is a little low, so yeah. Gear's pretty tight right now, having just finished the campaign. That's boss over here, so we'll go check this out real quick. Yep.
Slippery ground. Or refuse a chaos orb.
What's up, Rebo? Spicy. Got a Vaal orb. Nice. I like the Vaal orbs. Dude, you and me both. Yeah, I need those patch notes to hit tomorrow so I can know what I'm doing. I tested out my Cyclone build and felt really good with that. I tested out my Arc Ignite build. I think it would be okay on trade, but not what I want to play on SSF. And I'm trying out a little bit of Blight here to see how I feel about this. Because I'm going to be playing SSF on the launch. So, just testing out different archetypes, seeing what feels good and doesn't as an SSF League starter. And the patch notes will help me make further decisions tomorrow. Yeah, I'm suspecting that they're gonna do some kind of self-cast or spell buffs for this expansion, seeing as they did melee for 3.25. I'm hoping they do that, and I'm hoping that they nerf Archmage so that if they buff spells and they don't do anything about Archmage, and everyone's running Archmage as a mandatory support and mana stacking. And I think they need to make it more interesting to play spells in this game. I think like having to run everything as Archmage to scale your damage is a pretty lame thing to do. It makes it feel like mandatory for any spell casting build, especially any build that's like a spell hit build, right? Maybe not dot builds, but definitely for anything that's a hit build. Yeah, they gotta make it more interesting to play spell builds in this game. So right now I feel like if you're not playing Archmage on a spell hit build, it's just kind of lame. Saw your runs in Tube, didn't know you stream here too. KS Pops feels so good. What's up, There's Hope? Yeah, it's feeling pretty good. What's up, Sesh? I just got into maps, Sesh. Like, this is my third map so far. I've got 4 Link for Blight. Still running just 2 curses on Bane. I did get a Regal, and Regal the Wand. Is able to craft a damage over time. I haven't gotten the June unlock yet for the dot multiplier. And then our second wand is still garbage. Like, I haven't been able to find something better for a second weapon. But so far it feels okay-ish. I think it's definitely could be SSS viable as a league starter. I think after the changes you suggested yesterday, like if you look at Bane, has a pretty good radius right now, right? Because we did go and pick up Skittering Runes. I grabbed some skill effect duration. I'm about to come down here and grab some more skill effect. And then I think I'm going to pick up next. After that, I think I'll pick up this damage cluster up here. So, pretty good. We just need gear to see what we can do here. So, doing the good old Atlas grind. Yeah, so I noticed I don't think we go Ghost Dance because without my flasks up, my evasion rating is actually pretty low. So I think we go Wicked Ward, and it feels okay-ish with Wicked Ward. I would have to scale some more evasion off gear, I think, in order to be able to go Ghost Dance. But it feels alright. And then just scaling ES. Sustain feels alright overall. Yeah, so my problem right now isn't doing... My problem right now is I just don't have, like, chromes to color for... Because I need to, I want to go low life with Pain Attunement and run Vitality and Clarity on Arrogance. I just don't have, like, the currency to craft on gear right now. I can try to do it maybe on the boots here. Oh, we got 2 reds. Yeah, we might be able to do this, actually. Hey, let's give it a shot. I think we gotta level the gems up for a bit, though, before I'll hit that 50% threshold. Nope. That's an oversight. Thank you. That is not intended. Let's see how much life I have left after I activate these. Yeah, we gotta level the gems up for a bit, so... Once we hit that 50%, then we can go into Pain Attunement, and that'll be a pretty big damage multiplier. That'll be pretty huge. Yeah, I actually noticed that earlier when I was in the campaign, but I didn't have, like, refund points at the time to do anything about it, and I completely forgot about it since then. Yeah, streaming on days that I work is a little weird because I'm kind of brain dead coming off work, so I'm not really thinking. Why Bane with versus ED Contagion? I like Bane as a skill, and I think that once we can scale our damage up, and especially once we run a 3rd curse on it, it's just really nice quality of life for running multiple curses and applying them all at once. I just like the way Bane feels when you clear. I don't think there's anything wrong with going, like, say, ED Contagion if you enjoy it. Yeah. But the focus of this build is a Blight build, so what my goal is to get Vaal Blight, and we'll be running Vaal Blight as our main damage. Right now I just have 2 curses. I have, I kind of wanted to use Temporal Chains, but Enfeeble is actually kind of nice for DR, so I'm using Despair and Enfeeble right now. And then once I get my 4th Ascendancy, we'll throw Temp Chains on there. I've been boss up there. Yeah, I haven't played Chaos Dot in several leagues, actually. I know they buffed the gems slightly in 3.25. But it wasn't like a considerable buff, you know, like it wasn't anything crazy to write home about. Yeah, see, the sustain feels okay-ish, I guess. The recharge rate's still kind of slow for my liking. It's not great. But I still also need to pick up these 3 points up here, so get some extra energy shield recharge rate from right up here.
Unit heading out to the code 3 chain.
Probably not. Yeah, losing the lab enchants. It's nice for like clear, but I don't think you could run it as a main. I don't think it's like main skill viable. Which is why we got the Blight in here.
That's a first.
Yeah, Pain Attunement's gonna be really nice once we get that. The increased skill effect duration is pretty noticeable too. Like, it's gonna be nice when we get all this here. It makes the Blight tick obviously a lot longer. I think in POB with all the duration nodes it goes up to like 13 seconds. And actually if I look at POB, I wonder what the ramp time is for, if it will tell me the ramp time for full stacks of Blight. Kind of going through some older Bane stuff. Currently subtract them, and punishment, temp, and despair seems common. Punishment, temp, and despair. Okay. Punishment would make sense, right? Because you do a lot of damage once they hit 50% or less life. I knew despair and temp were like the common ones. Actually, punishment would be pretty good over enfeeble. If I could get a red on here, because punishment is quite a bit of damage, right? 30% increased damage while in low life is pretty juicy when you think about it. I guess you have to decide, like, Enfeeble gives you that kind of like just extra DR, which is also nice. But I don't feel like incredibly squishy right now. Yeah, how far back though was he doing that? Was that back with lab enchants and stuff? And he was probably running like a really juiced, yeah, so it's like, what, it's gotta be, what, 2 years ago at least? Something like that. Was he running like was it a staff he was running with like all the gem levels on it? Yeah, yeah, he was lab. I mean, it makes sense. Yeah, I don't know if you could get away with that now with the changes. 25% less effective curses on monsters. It's also annoying. Wand ES shield. I would say he did not run skittering runes back then either. Yeah, I wonder if just like the problem with skittering runes, like coming all the way down here to grab it, is I guess this is nice. You get the 2 increases here, but this doesn't really mean anything to me, to be completely honest. And you would save, I think, 5 points if you didn't go down this way. I do think picking up the skill effect duration is good. It feels nice though, like the AoE on Bane feels good. It's something that if I play the build long enough, I can test it out. Like maybe I feel like I don't need the radius on Bane. It does cover a lot of stuff right now, which is nice. What original tree? My original tree from yesterday, or the one that we modified? Is he using like hybrid gear, like Evasion ES gear? Yeah. I suspect that that build that we were looking at from that one person, they basically took Subtractum's build. Like, I'm not surprised. Two hybrid, 2 evasion, and ES shield. Yeah. I feel like you'd have to scale evasion. You can't do Ghost Dance with all ES gear. It's just not something you can do. So maybe I go evasion ES gear and then I can take Ghost Dance. Because I got to get enough flat evasion going that I can actually have energy shield. Oh, that's true. Yeah. I wonder if the low life is a slight modification to kind of make up for the lab enchant. It does give you like 30% more spell damage. Not increased, but more is a huge multiplier. So... Yikes, dude. The goat spells are brutal. What is this? Thank goodness for spell suppression. So my thing is, like, I'm not a big fan of using Withering Step. Yeah, all quality gems aren't a thing anymore either. I don't like using Withering Step. I don't like it putting a cooldown on my other movement skills, because then you don't have like an oh shit wave to get out of stuff. I'm actually not a supporter of Withering Step. I don't like the way it feels when you play it. This boss is gonna suck. I hate this guy so much. Yeah. This is like a do this once for completion and then never again kind of thing. Yeah, I hate this guy so much. Well, Sub was always like the Chaos Dot guy, right? That was his thing. And he tried for so long to keep it alive, but when they, you know, like you said, killed Lab and they killed, like, you know, a lot of stuff that made the kit work, he kind of like moved away from it. Oh. Yeah, the problem is Chaos Dot has lost scalability and its competitive power league after league, and the buffs they did to the gems in 3.25 weren't enough to really compensate. So it's like doable as a skill, right? But I don't think it's, you're never gonna do like, I think T17s or Uber Pinnacle bosses, right? And that's the metric by which everyone judges a good build nowadays, is can I do a T17 Can I farm T17s or do Uber Pinnacle bosses? If I can't do that on the build, then the build is garbage. I think that's kind of a flawed way to look at skills, because I do think there's something to be said for if you just like want to map T16s and you're not really interested in doing that other kind of content, then there's a lot of skills that are viable. But the problem is like everyone just wants a build that solves every problem, right? That's why you have meta builds, and that's why you have everything else. So you have like a few builds that can do everything, and that's the build that everyone will play because they don't want to roll multiple characters. And then you have like builds that can do 80% of the content, 50% of the content. So people never really play different skills or try things in the game. They just do one of the 3 or 4 meta builds that can do everything because they don't want to level a second character. They don't want to test things out on the game. They don't want to build stuff, or they don't know how to build stuff. And so they just kind of like just do whatever they see in a video, which isn't, there's nothing wrong with that, but it does, it's one thing to be like, it's one thing to be like, oh, I just like following a guide, versus like saying like, oh, there's only 3 builds in the game that you can actually play. No, there's a lot of builds you can play, just people want to be able to do everything on one build, and there's only a few things that can actually do that effectively, unless you pump a ton of investment into a build. If you drop like hundreds of divines into most builds, you can get them to do all kinds of stuff. Oh, yeah, that's true. They got rid of a lot of stuff, huh? I wonder if they were trying to go after bow builds and stuff. Because wasn't like Toxic Rain super OP for a while? Where that was like it's still really good, but didn't like everyone play Toxic Rain? And a lot of that stuff would scale down the power of something like Toxic Rain. Yeah. Yeah, we got to get our chaos resistance capped, because like the biggest problem with this build defensively is if I take chaos damage right now, because even with the 30% chaos doesn't bypass energy shield, that's a lot of incoming damage to my low life pool. So getting my chaos resistance capped ASAP is going to be a huge survivability boon on this build. You cap the chaos resistance, you can take that fizz to chaos damage conversion for a lot of defense too. Fizz to chaos. Oh yeah, I see what you mean. Talking about is that like a Eldritch implicit on gear? Wouldn't that be weak on this, because my chaos like 70% of chaos damage is going to hit my life instead of my energy shield. So if I'm stacking energy shield, wouldn't I take more damage by doing that to my life pool? Yeah. You got a, is that what, a net series? Napper? Got a foible? I need to do lair, but I'm gonna kind of wait until I level. That's gonna suck. Yeah, I feel like fizz damage taken as an elemental resist would be better, because all elemental damage is gonna hit my energy shield before it hits my life. Oh, Defiance of Destiny. Gotcha. Crazy. It's a crazy amulet. Oh shit, the Fulcrum. Yeah, getting damage on this build is going to be like... I think essentially it's going to be extremely well-crafted wands, right? You're going to need 2 wands that have both +1 to Chaos and +1 to Spell Skill, and damage over time, and damage over time multiplier. Like 2 God wands like that is how you're going to get the most damage, right? And then after that... Honestly, I think that's like really where most of your damage comes from. It's just 2 really well-crafted wands. That probably gets you within the 5 to 7 million DPS range for dot damage, which should be enough damage to do like pretty much everything outside of T17s and Uber Pinnacle bosses. And you could probably do that content with that damage. You would just have to roll things pretty safe. Oh, of course I'm gonna need. Yeah, like I'm definitely gonna have to have all my labs. Well, we get our 3rd curse from lab, our last lab, which is gonna be really nice because we can throw temp chains on there, and that boosts the damage of Bane further. Oh, you gotta do all your labs. And the other thing that's gonna be nice is we essence spam craft a pair of gloves that have the that mod on there. Socketed gems deal 30% more damage over time. So we put that on the gloves, and then we put our Bane setup in our gloves, essentially. And that will boost the clear of Bane. So getting the 3rd curse on Bane and then sticking that in the gloves with that essence spam will be pretty nice. Pretty much, yeah, it's a 5-link Bane gloves. An obliteration wand? That's fucking hilarious. I got an obliteration wand on one of these private leagues. One can dream, right? You know, we didn't do the most important thing. We didn't pick out our MTX for this character. So I think after this map, I'm going to have to take a look at my MTX and see what we're going to do here. That is the most important thing. I also need to go to King's March and get my town up and running on this account. Or this private league, I should say. Damn, 600 fizz DPS bow is crazy. I'm trying to think what would be like an overall good movement skill for like I'm using flame dash right now. I can't use obviously shield charge, and I don't want to use withering step for this slight speed boost. So I think it's got to be flame dash, right? That's what I use here. Oh yeah, if I get a Frostblink with Winter Blast, or Wintry Blast. But I'm definitely not going to go run lab for that, that's not happening. So I guess just Flame Dash for now. What the heck? High chance of getting that font for 3rd and 4th lab. It's not really hard to get. Yeah, I could take a couple Frostblink gems in with me when I do my 4th lab and see if I get lucky with you know, run the Dark Shrines and see if maybe I get twice blessed. Oh, this guy's Chaos and Wither resistant. I was like, why is he taking forever to die? Exciting gameplay. just want to level real quick before I do that other map. It's just gonna be annoying. That boss. What do you mean a hot video? Like it's just viral? Remind me about Uber Dan. Why did he make a new YouTube channel? I feel like I should know this. I know we should do the Vaal side area because we do need Vaal Blight. I didn't know if it was... Oh, yeah. I didn't know if there was a controversy thing. The last, like, content creator I knew that there was controversy with in PoE that got effectively banned was Path of Exile. Or Math... What's his name? Path of Exile, or, you know, the long-haired dude that was like... Not Mathel. He was like... He always made videos on how to like make play the economy and make currency and do stuff. And he made some pretty derogatory comments about Chris Wilson and the way he looked, and then he got banned from the game. I think it was Math of Exile or something like that. I'll reap. Not what we wanted. Path of Math, I think is who it was, yeah. Yeah, Path of Math. Did some dumb shit and got banned from the game. No, I saw Diasolite call them out, yeah. The thing is like, I don't consider myself to be, Did you see the ring? Minions deal 41% increased damage, increased attack speed. It's pretty good. That's a lot of life, too. It's pretty good. Yeah, the thing is like, you know, I make YouTube videos, right, and I put them online, but you'll never see me label one of my videos as like, this is the best Cyclone build, right? I never advertised anything like that. Yeah. You never want to be disingenuous unless you're absolutely certain that your stuff is truly the best. There's only one person that plays this game that if they say this is the best build currently, like, there's one person that I trust. If they say, like, this is the best build in Path of Exile, I'll be like, yep, that's the best build. Or if they say these are the best builds, I'll be like, yep, those are the best builds. And that's Ben. If Ben says this is what the situation is, I trust it 100%. Everybody else I take with a grain of salt. Even if I know they know the game really well, I'm like, eh. But if Ben says something, it's like, nope, Ben said. That's how that works. I don't question anything that Ben has to say about this game. keep accidentally turning off my vitality. Well, he plays the best skills, right? So he's a racer, so he's gonna play whatever is not only the most powerful, but whatever's like the quickest to level, etc. But he can level pretty much anything quick, because he's super efficient in his gameplay. But yeah, like for instance, I never really liked Vaal until Dead. I never really liked Seismic Trap. I didn't really like Power Siphon Mines because I don't like the meter gameplay. So there's a lot of that stuff that I just don't enjoy myself. So I feel you on that. Actually, I think before I do that, I might just grab this energy shield recharge up here. It's for better quality of life. I believe he was playing slams, yeah. Alright, let's go die on this map. This will be fun. But then wasn't Power Siphon Mines really what he played when Jung popularized it? I guess it was around Gauntlet that he played it, right? Maybe he started off with slams. He might have started off with slams, and then I think he shifted to Power Siphon Mines once Jung did his stuff on it. Yeah, he definitely... Power Siphon Mines became what he was doing. It's a far better thing to play than a slam build. Like, in my opinion, if Lightning Strike didn't exist in its current form, PS Mine is the most... It's like the best build in the game. I guess Zenith is also really good, but that's like some high investment in-game shit to scale that. Yeah, well, it's all, he has all the meta builds, right? All the super powerful, really good builds. He has a full auto slam Zerker though, I should try that. I think I remember him playing that at the beginning of 3.25, and it was pretty good. I think there was two ways to play slam, right? You could automate everything, but if you wanted to actually do the most damage, you played it manually. So you could time everything properly. We're getting close to low life. Oh, I shouldn't have clicked that. This might be a little bit more difficult than it needs to be. Although outside of my chaos resistance, everything else is pretty good. Got a full auto, semi-auto, and no auto version. Yeah. I think the play is to go no auto if you want the best damage, but that's also like hitting 10 buttons, right? So it's kind of like how much do you want to hate your life playing this game? Omen of the Jeweler. Whoa, 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 hold on. Okay. I'll take the Omen of the Jeweler, but fuck if I'm gonna push 10 buttons to attack. Yeah, it's the best damage, but yeah, it's too much work for what you're getting. Or you could just play Power Siphon Mines or Ellis, you know, and it's infinitely better. If you have time, though, check out that Uber Dan vid. Covers his top 7 league stars, and the PvC shows are nuts. Okay. Yeah, I'll probably watch that after stream tonight then. And, probably watch that after stream. What's the builds that he's basically saying are going to be really good? It's crazy that he posted a video pre-patch notes. But I guess, like, the likelihood of all 7 builds getting nerfed is very unlikely, obviously, so. I fucking hate this boss so much. Yeah, what's he saying? Please tell me he put Lightning Strike on there as if it's not going to get nerfed. Is it Lightning Strike? Because that would be funny. Yeah, that's okay. So right off the bat, it's kind of like a bait video because there's no way Lightning Strike Energy Blade survives. Penance Brand might still be a thing. I don't know if they're going to actually nerf Penance Brand. It wasn't, I think, as heavily played as some people might think. It's really strong, though. Energy Blade? I guess. Oh, okay, I see what you mean. Like the... Yeah, it may survive because I don't think they're gonna touch Trickster. I think they're just gonna destroy. Well, here's the thing: they may actually nerf Lightning Strike as a skill, right? And if they do that, it doesn't matter what iteration of it you play; it's not gonna be ideal. I gotta figure out stun stuff. Yeah, that's also assuming they don't nerf Lightning Strike as a skill, which I'm almost willing to bet they're going to nerf Lightning Strike, the gem. They're going to nerf Lightning Strike, they're going to nerf Ephemeral Edge, and I think that's going to be it for Lightning Strike when they tap those two things. I don't think they'll touch Trickster, though. You know what, I probably shouldn't run monsters doing extra damage as cold until I get my freeze flask situation solved. That's a problem right now. Tornado Shot's probably a safe bet. There's a good chance that bows are going to be pretty popular this league. They're generally really good right as a league starter anyways. And if they really do like nerf Lightning Strike and potentially like things like Archmage, I could see a lot of people playing bows again. Honestly though, I couldn't care less about if these builds survive. He's using 0 config and POB and getting massive damage and survivability. Interesting. Does he have gear allocated in the POB? Is it like, does he have actual gear set? He has to have gear, right? Maybe he's not configuring it. Oh, did he provide the POBs or do you just see them in the video? No, the POBs are showing the video. He's waiting till 3 months. Yeah. I don't know, dude. If he's got gear allocated in the POBs and no config settings toggled, it could just be really strong interactions. The question is like, how expensive will that gear be, or how high-end multi-crafted is the gear, right? Like, are the builds powerful on gear that's just life and resistances, or is it lots of uniques? Is it really multi-modded, multi-crafted, hard, like high-end gear pieces? Really? I don't know. We'll find out tomorrow, because the truth is I don't think GGG is going to nerf anything at the 11th hour unless like they see his video and they're like, oh, we got to fix that last minute before the notes drop. I would say the gear would be the giveaway, right? But I haven't looked at the vid. Burning ground is really annoying to deal with right now. Gotcha. Good old flicker strike at 50C. That kind of tracks. $300 million DPS. Yeah. Seems a little... That's a little sus. I gotta agree. Don't get me wrong, Uberdin is very good at making builds, but that good? It's possible. Like, he's had a lot of time to play around in PoB, right? 3.25 has been going on for a year, so he's had a lot of time to cook builds up. The question is, like, what will survive the patch notes? I'm actually kind of like a little annoyed because I want to have a video ready for my Cyclone for tomorrow after the reveal, but with work this week I haven't had a lot of time to put a video together, so I'll probably have to spend tomorrow working on that instead of maybe streaming if everything checks out with the patch notes. That was spicy. What's making this guy hit so hard? Oh, it's this bro. Assuming Slayer doesn't change, don't think it'll be a problem. Your build should be fine. To be a question mark for your build to me is June. Well, it's so the thing is like I don't know if that really is though. So like I made a 700 Fizz DPS staff in my SSF league this past week, and my damage was perfectly fine on stuff like T16s and stuff. So the focus mod is nice on the June staff, but you can also get focus from crafting on other pieces of gear. So I don't think that's really a problem. Did that guy use Petrified Blood in his build? I don't remember seeing it. Yeah, so he's doing Arrogance on Vitality and Clarity, which is what I'm currently doing to get his reservation. Yeah, I saw he's using Automation Phase Run. I may throw that in here. I do like the idea of running Clarity and Vitality because it does give you that life regen that helps you bounce back up from a huge hit. And the Clarity is solving my mana problems right now, so... So used to seeing Arrogance setups with Petrified Blood to leave a sliver of HP to mimic Slayer over Leech that I didn't consider. You're not running PB. Yeah. I don't have Vaal Discipline, I just have regular Discipline. I don't have Vaal Discipline or Vaal Blight. I think I'm gonna, like, I guess Vaal Discipline is a nice oh shit button, right? For when you need to get your energy shield back quick. I'm wondering if I prefer that over Vaal Blight, because Vaal Blight's pretty nice, but I guess my Bane is gonna be my clear, so I really don't need Vaal Blight. So I think you take Vaal Discipline and you use that as like an oh shit to recover your ES when you need to. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's a huge, like, button to have for when you need to recover that ES super quick. Well, Vaal Blight does like the big AoE thing, right? Am I not remembering that? Am I not remembering that correctly? Doesn't it do like a giant blight thing around you for like AoE? Which could be kind of fun for clear. But Bane, I think, is perfectly fine for clear, and I don't think I really need Vaal Blight. Yeah, so I think Vaal Discipline is the play, for sure. Yeah, we just need a little bit more reservation of life from the auras, and we should be able to take Pain Attunement. I was trying to see in POB if there's a way to see how quickly I stack my Blight. I was looking at the calculation tab. It looks like cast per second to cast time. Ah, okay. So Vaal Blight does I don't see. I guess you get 3 casts a second by default, so you can speed that up with cast speed. So it would take you like 6 seconds to get your full stacks by default, pretty much, somewhere around there. Maybe as low as 4 seconds with some increased cast speed. Yeah, I do notice it takes a few seconds for, like, I gotta channel Blight for like 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi for a few seconds in order to see that really large tick happen on the mob. I don't have a freeze flask. It sucks. It's really what I need to be spending my alterations on right now. Alright, this guy's slightly buffed. Got increased attack speed and shit. Check the Beastcraft? I haven't checked the Beastcraft. What Beastcraft? Yeah, that freeze is pretty deadly right now, for sure. So I'm out of flash mod? Oh yeah, I need I need freeze immunity. I might have it. Might have a Beastcraft. Right now, my biggest problem is getting frozen, and my chaos resistance is like at 17%. So those are like the problems I gotta fix right now. What's this Vaal side area have? 4 additional proj is fucking tragic. We're gonna die a lot in here. Holy shit, dude. Oh my gosh. Look at, dude, that's ridiculous. Do you see that right there? That's actually insane. Yeah, we're nowhere close to getting anti-freeze from Pantheon right now. So, it's basically Flask until that happens. We're a ways away from that. This is actually probably not worth it in terms of... Am I frozen? Yeah, I'm frozen. Freaking frozen, dude. Vaal rejuvenation totem. What a joke, dude. That was a ridiculous amount of swords. We got Vaal Grace. Express spell damage out 2 is unlucky. Does Ghost Dance count as starting ES regen? I'm not sure. The problem I'm just having with that right now is I only have... Well, I guess my evasion rating is getting higher. It's got to be at least equal to my ES, otherwise this is going to just never cap me. Could be, maybe. My evasion has gotten high enough where I think we could spec into Ghost Dance now, because it's close to my ES pool. I just don't like the feeling of never being able to get full ES because my evasion's so low, and it's relying on my flask. The thing that I do like about Wicked Ward, though, is it doesn't prevent me from regaining my energy shield recharges and get interrupted. I feel like I am noticing a difference with it on right now, but I could like unspec it real quick and see what things feel like.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah. Let's get hit and see. Stuff hit me. Okay, I took a hit. Let me get some recharge going and then see if I take a hit. Yeah. I think you're right. If I can get my evasion high enough, maybe I rock like evasion energy shield gloves or something. scale a little bit of it. See if Kiraak has any maps for us. Do I have a cells? Don't. Grab that real quick. Oh. This isn't, I guess, the most terrible thing in the world. Hey, take it easy, Sesh. I will be around tomorrow to talk about the patch notes. I'll watch Uber Dan's video later tonight. Oh, you're possessed? What the heck, dude? Come on. It's gonna be gnarly. Yeah. It's ridiculous. Might not be able to kill this. Like, I don't have capped lightning resist right now. She's like got an increased attack speed and possessed. It's pretty. Might just have to curse her with Bane and just play extremely defensively here. We got her. All that matters, right? We got that completion.
I shall strike you down.
Orb of alchemy. Cha-ching. Awesome. Cha-ching. Orb of alteration.
Still think it was crazy that I got a Sacred Orb yesterday while doing the campaign. It's nutty. Really should be just picking up every rare that drops and IDing it for alt orbs right now. Yeah, freezes you when activated. Nope, I'm good.
A good apprentice for Danica. Sonya will make good use of them. The shipping lanes will be somewhat safer.
Yes, we've got a promising list of picks. I've got plenty more, eager to sign up. I'll handle their induction right away.
Sonya will make good use of it. A good apprentice for
It's
Danica.
a cornucopia. Let me just grab the next few applications. Here's the next set. Here's the next set. They can start immediately, and I'll get everything filled out later.
Oh, we didn't do MTX yet for our stuff. Let's see. Do I have anything for Blight? Celestial Blight? Ooh. Interesting. Okay. Oh, that's pretty dope. Nothing for Bane though, huh? Bane doesn't get any love. Oh, okay, Bane has some stuff going on here. So it has Scientist Bane. Alright. I think we'll go old school. You're acting weird and not showing me who actually has what here. I reopen it. There we go.
Divination card. Cha-ching.
Okay, so we need more strength and I was wondering why my ores weren't leveling, so we need more strength and dex. Ooh, that lag.
It's a flask. Cha-ching.
spicy. Got the haste on there. Haste buff is pretty gnarly. We got 2 of the 3. Haste was the gnarly one for sure. Unique bosses are possessed. That sounds like a bad time.
Stay vigilant.
I was confused for a second, and then I realized I'm wearing the Chaosborn MTX, which makes it makes it do something when I use a Chaos Orb. I was like, what just activated there?
This piece of shit. Cha-ching. Oh, scarab. Lots of frogs. Cha-ching.
This build's actually kind of crazy. A lot of flat energy shield. And evasion. And some LA resistance.
Do not let them reach the purification pump.
So like actually paying attention to the blight mechanic. It's funny.
Cha-ching.
The purification pump.
Cha-ching.
Hey, what's up, Shore? Welcome, welcome. I am not currently because I am playing a private test league that I made, and I'm simulating like an SSF environment. So I just got through the campaign and I started mapping, but I basically have nothing on this this playthrough. If you imagine. So I'm still running like just a 4 link on my Blight and a 3 link for my Bane right now, with pretty like. My gear is pretty... it needs work. Definitely like, I just came out of the campaign. What I really would like is a second wand to help scale my damage better. Be pretty dope.
Cha-ching! Divination card.
Oh, you like the you like my loot filter? Thanks.
Cha-ching!
Yeah, it keeps me entertained.
Cha-ching!
Hey, thanks Pickle for the sub, much appreciated. Thank you, thank you. I think we're at the, let's see, 1550, right? What's that, 750 is 1500? I think we're almost right there at low life. I just got to reserve a little. I think we're at one under 50% actually. So the next skill point I get, we'll go Pain Attunement. Yeah, damage for mapping is feeling pretty okay right now. What am I missing? Oh, I always do that. I always forget to click on a lever somewhere. Inefficiency. Yeah, that Profane Bloom is so nice. You know, Cultist life. And I spec'd pretty much into a lot of AoE for my curse, because I picked up Skittering Runes down here. So Bane has a pretty large area of coverage. I'm going to be interested to see what they do with the skills tomorrow. Casters suffer from a problem right now. Like, self-casting has a lot of issues. One of the issues is because they nerfed Determination and Grace, they compensated by having you use higher bases, right, to scale your defenses. So like if you use the highest bases from T16s, it compensates for the nerf that they did to Determination and Grace, but casters suffer right now because getting dex or strength high enough on a caster build is really rough to be able to wear the bases. And so they nerf the gems, and a lot of times you can't wear the bases on caster builds. Did you see the King's March icon in today's video? Did they post a new video? They did post a new video. I haven't seen the Quality of Life Honorable Mentions video yet. That got posted, I guess, today. So that's a no. The last video I saw that they posted was the Strongbox one. Look at 148 when you do. Okay. Yeah, I gotta watch one of my other guys. He told me to check out Uber Dan's video on his 7 recommended builds, which I thought was funny, him posting that before the patch notes. So I'm gonna watch that after stream tonight before I pass out, and then I'll take a look at the new post by GGG. I want to see, I'll take note of that timestamp though.
Got my eye on you.
A lot of people were like, oh, they're going to get rid of King's March. I would be highly surprised if they got rid of King's March. To me, it's like an integral part of the game now. What I'm hoping they do is that they take away a lot of the building up the town, you know, like with having to like grind out leveling your NPCs that do everything. And I'm okay with them like maybe, how can I phrase this? Removing a bit of the power creep, like maybe some of the enchants and stuff from rune crafting. But I think like there's nothing wrong with having the ships bring you currency or things like that. Like I think all that should stay in. I think the problem most people have with King's March is like, yeah, like they just need to streamline it. I think the problem is people just don't want to rebuild the town up and deal with the grind. And the other problem with King's March, right, is the gold cost of keeping the town running, I think, is a little excessive. Nobody wants to like really grind that kind of gold to keep the town running. I like the bosses. Yeah, the bosses were cool. Yeah, I like the Starfall boss a lot, actually. He was pretty cool. Oh yeah, freeze is gonna be an issue with this guy, huh? I don't have any freeze immunity at the moment. No bueno. Yeah, I feel relatively okay. I'm really weak to freeze right now because I don't have any freeze immunity. And I'm particularly weak to chaos, right? Because it's an energy shield build. So that poison guy that just killed me right there is a good example of that. Because I'm right now like 70% of chaos bypasses my energy shield, and if my life is low, it's pretty much going to kill me. And my chaos resistance is at 17% right now. So that's a thing too. So I need better gear overall. Like I need to cap my chaos resistance and really I just need to cap my chaos resistance and then get better weapons for scaling damage. Well, that's SSF, right? Like, just got out of the campaign today, and I've been mapping for a little bit, so it's... And I created this is a private test league I made just for this character, so I have like no resources, nothing going on right now. I'm trying to simulate, because my plan is to play SSF for next week when the new expansion comes out. So, just getting a feel for that SSF life, I should say. Speaking has been a little difficult tonight. I'm a little tired after work. I play RF mainly, so I can't relate to the resistance pain. Oh yeah, well you just go that Chieftain shenanigans, right? Yeah, Chieftain makes life pretty easy. But, yeah, considering I have a wand that does nothing for me right now, so I'm really only rocking one weapon, and I'm on a 4-link, I feel pretty good about things right now. And we actually now can spec into Pain Attunement once I get a skill point, because I'm going low life to rock the 30% more spell damage. As soon as I level, I'm going to take Pain Attunement. Kill these guys real quick. Yeah, so we'll pick up Pain Attunement, and I'll get 30% more, not increased, but more spell damage, and I'm always going to be low life. That'll be a nice damage multiplier. Yeah, and then I'm just reserving my life with Vitality and Clarity, so I get that extra life regen and some mana regen. And then I think the other defensive layer is like I'll get Chaos Resistance, which will help me with my largest damage intake, because I'm going to be playing low life ES scaling, right? So get my Chaos Resistance capped. I did pick up the 30% Chaos damage, doesn't bypass Energy Shield. And then the other defensive layer will be when I start farming Blight and get some oils, I would pick up Disciple of the Unyielding. So like I have endurance charges while I'm mapping, which will give me that extra Fizz and LE damage reduction. Yeah, it's pretty good. Won't help me on bosses, but it'll feel really good for mapping. Yeah. So many builds run it, I wonder if it doesn't get nerfed. I think there's a lot of other things they're going to be nerfing in the patch notes. I don't think they're going to be going after that in particular, but it's possible. Oh, we got the goat dudes. I hate the goat dudes. Goat dudes are terrifying. The spellcaster guys are like actually terrifying. So many builds run, I wonder if it is. Oh, yeah. Alright, let's see how this goes. Oh, of course. Of course they're just like sitting on top of the boss. There's 5 million of them. So stupid. Alright, the trick here is going to be... Oh, wow. He just like obliterated me. I guess he's Maven Witness, so that's going to make this a little tricky. Oh, is he possessed? No, he's not possessed. Okay.
Speed.
super annoying. Yeah, he's tapping me pretty hard right now. Well, she's giving him like fucking attack speed boosts, buffs, and all that typical Maven stuff. I gotta get my Blight to stack a little bit long enough just to get that dot on him. There we go. Yeah. Alright, I think now I'm just going to play it safe so I can get my level and spec paint attunement, and that'll be pretty good. Pretty good. Just gotta be careful because these spellcasters are so scary. Especially if they're casting anything cold, because I don't have any freeze immunity at the moment. I'm kind of holding out for new skills. I have a good feeling the new skills are going to be poggers. I have to imagine there's going to be some new stuff, right? Like the big new stuff they added in 3.25 was the retaliation stuff. So I'm hoping they add like either new skills or new archetypes. I really hope they add some crazy stuff or some new stuff, because I wouldn't mind like playing around in PoB over the weekend and putting some ideas together. My biggest hope is that they actually buff spell casting, like self-casting, and it's a self-cast league. We haven't had a self-casting league, I think, since 3.16 or something. It's been several years. I remember because the last time they buffed self-casting, I played like Incinerate and it was dope. But that was like easily, gosh, that was like, I don't know, 5 years ago, 6 years ago. It was a while ago. And I think like, not only do they have to do something about spellcasting, but they gotta nerf Archmage. Because if they don't, then everyone's just gonna run Archmage. It'll be the League of Archmage if they don't do something about that. Spellslinger League? Possibly, yeah. Okay. Let's just grind out some XP so I can get Pain Attunement. That'd be dope. Then we can see what our damage really feels like after that. Stun, stun, stun. Yeah, my EHP should also feel better. Once I can get my evasion high enough, I'll be able to go Ghost Dance probably with Wicked Ward, and that should feel pretty good. I gotta get like a decent evasion energy shield base that I can rock for one of my pieces of gear.
Cha-ching, cha-ching. Cha-ching. Cha-ching.
I want to mage blood this league. Yeah, mage blood is always fun. I actually have a RF Searing Bond character that I play. You said you play RF, I should show you that guy. I have him on standard, but he's rocking a mage blood. I was messing around with him yesterday, just looking at some of my characters on standard.
Cha-ching.
Ooh, Mesa. Nice.
Scarab.
Alright, where's boss? Is he down this way? I completely run past him. It's entirely possible. I'm like the worst mapper in the world. Most inefficient mapper in this game. Hey, thanks for the follow, Shork. Much appreciated. Boss is up here. Okay. Yeah, I literally ran past him. Very typical.
Cha-ching.
Oh wow. Dude, Giga slammed me. That's why we're going to be running endurance charges. Yeah, I'll be playing SSF for the expansion. Most likely my Cyclone build. But I'm testing out different characters in different private leagues to get a feel for things as they currently stand. I can show you. So I have if you look on my YouTube, which is the same name as my Twitch channel, I did a Cyclone character for about a week in a private league last week. I may not have the Twitch command set up, but I'll post a link here in a second. But I can show you the character on stream. So he's in, got moved over to the Settlers League, but I made this character, oh, did you really? Okay. Yeah, so this is the character. He got moved over to the Settlers when the private league ended, but all this gear was stuff I found in SSF, over the course of a week. I either crafted it or found it, like the Carnage Heart. And yeah, the damage is pretty good. Yes, you already saw the video. But this is my main Cyclone character from actual Settlers League. So this is like what he's got on. So gear like that for my Cyclone. Yeah, so I run my Cyclone in this chest, right? Because that means that means while I'm using Cyclone, I'm stun immune. It means that my mana cost of Cyclone is non-existent. I get almost 2% to critical strike chance, and I can apply an additional curse. My weapon's like a 1100 DPS staff that I crafted. It's got T1 fractured hybrid fizz, you know, essence spam fizz, T2 flat fizz, and then attack speed, crit multi. Progenesis for PDR, you know, an Abyssus, right? First enemy with Vaal on hit ring. So if I do like, I don't know, do like a Phoenix map. This is
One of my captors refused
basically what.
to not full value.
So it's a one button build essentially. You just hold down Cyclone and spin. Everything dies. Yeah, the explosions at actually you might not see the explosions right now because I'm using the MTX on my other guy. Where's my shockwave support? Alright, so now you should see so all the explosions you're seeing now, the white explosions, that's shockwave getting triggered. Yeah, I like to use the MTX for shockwave because it actually shows you the shockwave explosions.
This is the key to a crucible that stretches the sanity of the mind.
Yeah, I sunk a lot of money into this build. And obviously, I don't think I have any T17s on here right now. But yeah, I can do run T17s. I can do, you know, Uber bosses, all that stuff. Yeah. It's a lot of flat fizz, damage reduction via the armor. And then obviously I have things like, you know, so I'm using Storm Shroud with the jewels for ailment immunity. I've got my Forbidden Flame and Forbidden Flesh that give me more than skill, which is giving me that lucky block chance. So my block chance is actually more like close to 90% on attack and spell. I'm also rocking, let's see, that's a shock jewel. I've got my Light of Meaning, so I got my increased fizz damage from all this stuff over here. I should have a Watcher's Eye somewhere on here too. Right here. And I have my 10% chance to deal double damage while using Pride and 25% chance to impale enemies on hit while using Pride. So that's like a 30 to 40 div Watcher's Eye right there. That's my Settler's actual character that I played during the main league. Yeah, double Pride. But you know, that's trade life, right? You know, it's I like trade, don't get me wrong. I think for a change of pace, I'm gonna do SSF. Cause like the problem with trade is I get through the game so quickly, and I kind of want to enjoy the expansion and play some different builds, try out different things, and I think SSF will give me better time for doing all that.
Orb of scouring. Cha-ching. 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 Orb of alchemy.
Yeah, that's the other cool thing about SSF is you get to really engage with all the content in the game because you're going to need to do various things, right? If you want to craft items, you're going to have to use the various different, you know, harvest, June, essence spam, beastcrafting, fossil crafting. Like you're actually going to engage with all those systems that's in some way or form. Replica ferals, yeah. Oh, that's cool. When a Chaos Orb drops, my armor makes as a voice line. We are pleased. This could be terrifying. Yeah. Bursting ore way overtuned. Eh. Yeah, they can get a bit sketchy, especially when you're on a fresh character like I am and you don't have any gear or anything going on. This guy's gonna suck. I don't have any PDR right now. Okay. Yeah, Oak can get a little crazy there. Bro, I'm never lucky. What are those rolls? This may not have been the smartest thing to do if I'm this close to leveling. Little sketch. The beyond monsters, basically. Alright, the real question is, will I see my tooltip go up when I spec into Pain Attunement, since I'm technically low life right now? Alright, so what does it say for heals 4,500, 4,580? Nice. I can see the increase. Okay. It's pretty big. Pretty big increase. Yeah, my plan is to run Essence and spam Socketed Gems, have 30% more damage over time on gloves, and then I'll stick my Bane set up in there, and I'll have a pseudo 5 link for Bane. And then I'll rock Blight as my 6 link, is kind of the plan. Grace needs so much dexterity. Am I at though? 4,500? Yeah, we definitely can start running, I think Ghost Dance and Wicked Ward now. Oh, shit, I had bleed on me. I didn't even notice. Rip. Playing when you're tired. Never a good recipe. Bleeds, dude. Them bleeds. Yeah, it'll actually be really good once we get my 4th Ascendancy, because then I can rock temp chains on my Bane setup. That's some pretty good defense. This guy's gonna be annoying. Maybe not. That's actually not bad at all. Just dying to burning damage. Alright. Pretty good. Alright, so I think the plan now is 3 points for Ghost Dance, 4 with Wicked Ward. So I think we go for that next. Boss that way, maybe? He's got to be off to the left here. That's typically how it works.
Baby now. Cha-ching. Let's this piece of shit. Baby now.
Oh, yeah, I forgot double boss. This could be annoying.
This to the baby now.
Yeah, tomorrow, man. Tomorrow, the patch notes. We'll find out what's what. It's gonna be... The patch notes are gonna be like reading a novel, dude. Let's be real. It's gonna... I might just spend my time tomorrow like just reading the patch notes just to figure out what I can and can't do. Might take all afternoon. Okay, that could have gone really poorly.
Baby now.
Hey, thanks boy for the sub. Much appreciated.
Cha-ching. Cha-ching.
Oh, there's a boss. A wild boss has appeared. Oh, he leap slammed me to death, bro.
Baby now.
These guys are like crack addicts. As soon as you kill mobs, they just start flying around everywhere trying to feast on something. Kind of funny.
Cha-ching. Viscera.
How's the trail?
That's a prize. Cha-ching. Cha-ching. Orb of scouring. Cha-ching. Blessed orb.
I'll be right back. grab some water.
Ghastly influence.
Cha-ching! What is this piece of shit for?
We are pleased.
Cha-ching card. Cha-ching. Cha-ching card.
Ooh. Gibbed. Okay. Let's try that again. It's like freezing pulse or something. Just a little rough.
Think something. Instant thing. Cha-ching. Divination card. Divination card. Cha-ching. Jewelry sword. Cha-ching. Cha-ching, cha-ching.
Possessed is a little unfortunate.
Let's take a action card.
Too much
much clutter. Too much clutter. Sick boy, doomed to go wherever the winds blow. That would just make life complicated.
Another.
Orb of scouring. Just use this piece of shit. Thank you. Vaal orb. Vaal orb.
The last legacy of a forgotten empire. Impressive, mortal.
When I'm ready, I'm not
Chaos damage over time multiplier is huge. Even though it's a minion wand, craft damage over time on top of it. That'll do for now. Much better damage weapon. We'll take a win where we can.
divination card. Refusing. Are refusing.
Alright, that was some pretty good testing tonight. Tomorrow, I may stream, I may not. It depends on how long it takes me to go through the patch notes, but I would like to play this character more, get it into some red maps. We got into a little bit of yellow today, having started fresh out of the campaign. So I think tomorrow I can get into early red maps and hopefully get some better gear going on this character. Hopefully get a 5 or 6 link going for Blight and run my lab so I can get Bane on a 4 link with 3 curses. We'll see where things sit tomorrow. Yeah, I think that's it for tonight. I'm gonna go get some sleep. Excited about tomorrow, seeing what the patch notes and the big reveal has, so looking forward to talking about it then. I'll catch you all later.